The example I want to give is a really famous example from the United Kingdom, a long time ago, I think the 70s. And it was a brilliant example of experience, just a fantastic example. So the pitch was for British Rail, the nationalised railway at the time. And they were diabolical. They were a diabolical service. I mean, that hasn't changed much now. It's private, but it was terrible. And the brief was to somehow resurrect the organisation. The clients, the board of the clients, turned up at this agency called Allen Brady Marsh. They don't exist anymore. And they sat down. There was no one at reception. There's no one to offer them coffee. And they sat, and they were just ignored. People moved around. These were really important people, and they were just ignored. And there were ashtrays with cigarette butts and coffee stains, and everything was just a mess. And after 20 minutes, no one had recognised them or seen them or acknowledged them. And they were just about to get up and leave because they were self-important people running a national network, railway network. And the chairman of the agency said, "Good morning, gentlemen. You've just experienced what you do to your customers every day. Late, untidy, shoddy." That is powerful. It's really high risk, but it's very powerful. They won the account. And I assume they had a bloody good pitch in their room when they got the guys through. But that's a great example where experience could be more powerful than anything I can put on a screen behind me. The other one, this one I was involved in, but it wasn't me doing it. It was the creative director of a big company, and we were pitching years ago, Toys R Us, no longer exist, and we were trying to talk about the emotion of a toy store, how important it is to have a toy store, not just a generic Walmart, but a specialist toy store. And the creative director, he was in his early 60s, late 50s, and to demonstrate the power of a toy store, he pulled out this film from when he was a kid, like a little Super 8 movie, and it was little Michael. Michael was a gruff bastard from Brooklyn, and he pulled out this little Michael video, Super 8, and he ran it. And it was Michael getting a little teddy bear, a little teddy monkey type thing as a Christmas present. And he used that to the chairman of, CEO of the Toys R Us, to demonstrate the emotional power of a toy store. And everyone was a little bit welling up and stuff. But what was brilliant was that he reached below the desk and he pulled out the same bloody monkey, the little teddy bear, and it was stuck together with, safety pins and tape and stuff. And he pulled it out, and the room was like, "Oh my God!" And we won. And we won, I'm sure, because it sounds silly, but it was so powerful. It was brilliant. It was demonstrating the emotion, the value of the emotion. It was great. So there were two really good bits of pitch theatre or pitch presentation. So please think creatively about how you present all that brilliant stuff. If you've gone through the rigour of thinking better, thinking harder, thinking with insight and thinking with creativity, don't ruin it with PowerPoint. Use some smart examples which really convey the essence of what you're trying to do.